Straight ahead on 12 News, a bike ride a Robbinsdale man will never forget.
You hear about these countries, but when you actually see it in person, it's very different.
Then, a Plymouth mom's crowning achievement that blends fitness and fame. But first, new technology that aims to protect kids on the football field. 12 News starts right now. Kickoff to the 2013 high school football season is just a few short weeks away, and for many teams, practices have already begun.
But this year, players from Park Center High School will have a new tool that's designed to help improve player safety. 12 News reporter Delane Cleveland explains.
Championships aren't won in the off-season, but it takes every bit of off-season preparation to put teams in the position to succeed.
Good try, good route. At the end of the day, and nobody had more fun than we do. Good job, Joe.
Park Center High School coach Ricky Foggy expects improvement this year, both on the field.
These guys out here working hard and giving it all they got, and that's what we're about.
Go. And from the standpoint of safety.
We take every precautionary measures to protect these kids at all costs.
The new precautionary measure for this group of players comes in the form of a gel.
You can pump these up,
which provides an extra layer of padding in the football helmets.
When you make contact with somebody else, it's a softer impact to your head.
Adam Bergie is a junior defensive back on the team.
My mom she always says, make sure you get the best helmet when we were picking equipment.
And he calls the new helmets a significant upgrade to what the team had in the past.
I feel like it's gonna prevent concussions more because the gel padding is a softer impact on your head when you get hit, and I just feel like it's gonna be a better, safer helmet to wear.
Player safety is a primary concern at the Minnesota State High School League.
Helmets were really designed to prevent skull fractures, and that's what they do.
And while Associate Director Kevin Merkel says head injuries are a hot topic,
let it go, Lawrence.
He stresses that an improved helmet is no magic bullet.
Right now, the information we get at the national levels, they don't feel there's any products out there that prevent concussions.
Attaboy.
Yet an improved helmet doesn't hurt.
Good catch, young buck.
Even Coach Foggy will say that ultimately it comes down to how you play the game.
And that all comes with tackling techniques and good fundamentals of football and teaching these kids the right way.
Park Center has 120 of the gel helmets on hand, and officials with the Osseo School District say they bought similar helmets for Maple Grove and Osseo High School as well. Mike and Alex, the helmets have received pretty positive reviews so far, but they'll really be put to the test on Thursday. That's when the players will start doing the full contact drills. So, yeah, we'll see what happens.
They won't even be thinking about the helmets.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah.
But the moms will, right?
Yes, they will.
Thanks, Delane.
Thanks, Elaine. Well, despite concern about potential noise, the Plymouth City Council has approved a new dog daycare facility. A company called Fun City Dogs plans to move into a building along Highway 169. It's about 200 feet away from an engineering company's office. The owner of Fun City Dogs says noise shouldn't be a problem because the dogs will be fenced off. This will be the second dog daycare facility in Plymouth. The other one is called Camp Bow Wow. The nation's largest patient experience survey was released today, giving Minnesota patients more information about their health care provider.
Several clinics in our area were reviewed. 12 News reporter Carissa Wyant has more on how they measured up. Carissa?
Mike and Alex, state officials released the findings of the new health survey today, which they hope patients will use to compare clinics and shop for health care providers. The survey asked patients to rate 651 Minnesota clinics on care access, how well providers communicate, and even how courteous the clinic staff is. Clinics were also ranked overall. In a sampling of clinics from the northwest suburbs, Park Nicollet Clinic Golden Valley physicians had an 85% positive rating overall. Health Partners Brooklyn Center had an 82% positive rating. North Clinic Oakdale and Robbinsdale had a 75% rating overall, and Northwest Family Physicians Crystal had a 74% positive rating. Darlene Hafner has sought medical help in her battle with Crohn's disease. She says a lack of communication between her and her doctors led to an emergency surgery. Hafner spoke out about the need for better communication between patients and medical professionals.
I think we've got a lot of people who think the doctor knows everything. And yes, they know a lot, but I think we as patients know a lot too, and we really need to work as a team.
State officials hope that this survey will improve access to quality care for people and help clinic staff to do their jobs better.
We believe that making the patient experience and the quality and cost data transparent to the public. We'll help them choose the providers, and we'll also help the providers in terms of making changes in their clinics to really improve the quality of care and access to care and the patient experience.
If you're interested in the results and want to see how a clinic in your area stacks up, you can log on to mnhealthscores.org, or you can go to our website, 12.tv. Mike and Alex?
All right, thanks, Carissa. It was a bike trip of a lifetime. A Robbinsdale man traveled thousands of miles to spread awareness about AIDS and poverty in Africa.
Michael Franzen recently did a 400-mile bike trip in Zambia. The country in southern Africa is about the size of Texas. Reporter Sonia Goins has more now on his life-changing trip.
This is the one that I ride to work every day.
Look around Mike Franzen's house and you can tell he's passionate about biking.
Kind of used to doing a major ride in the summertime. Hi.
He used that passion to pedal for a good cause.
I knew money raised over there can go so much further.
Bike Zambia.
I wanted to go to Africa, especially Zambia, because it's one of the hardest hit places of HIV in the world.
He was the only Minnesotan on the team. At times, it was grueling.
This is the kind of training that I wasn't prepared for. You don't get this training on Theo Worth Trail or...
He says the spirit of the people helped when the 400-mile bike trek got hard.
I mean, no matter like how much pain you're in, you're going down the road and everyone's giving you high fives and cheering you on.
He also toured a school.
This is the girls that were singing to us.
Where a group of girls showed their appreciation through song and dance. But not everything was beautiful.
We went to a clinic.
Franzen got to see the effects of the AIDS and HIV epidemic in Africa.
The amount of people just lined up to get health care, and there was only one doctor available.
In Zambia, more than 1 in 7 adults is living with AIDS or HIV.
They had rooms that were just designated to testing people for HIV/AIDS. So you'd see moms there with their kids.
Zambia is one of Africa's poorest countries.
You hear about these countries, but when you actually see it in person, it's very different. And I think that was one of the hardest things about this ride.
Franzen says while the people he met are poor, he says they're rich in other ways.
Some of them, it seems like they have a lot in other aspects, such as, families and things like that.
He says he'll never forget the 7 days he biked through Africa and helped others in need.
It makes me feel good. I definitely want to do more. Like, it feels like such a small drop in the bucket.
Michael Franzen himself raised $5,200 for Bike Zambia. His team brought in more than $100,000, and some of that money will be used to train medical professionals in Zambia to help with the fight against AIDS. So congratulations to him. A great ride.
Absolutely.
Coming up, a Plymouth mom's big day includes a trip on NBC's Today Show.
And later in sports, highlights from the final round of the Women's State Amateur Golf Tournament.
But first, a check of your AccuWeather forecast. And with that appearance on the Today Show, Stacey Clark of Plymouth was crowned the next fitness star by Women's Health magazine. Clark beat out thousands of other applicants for the title. It's been a whirlwind ride for Clark, a wife and mother of 2.
And as America's next fitness star, the 40-year-old Clark now has a platform to inspire others to get moving.
You just squat, lift, and twist.
Sharing her signature move on the Today Show, 40-year-old Stacey Clark of Plymouth is taking her fitness routine to the next level.
And the winner is... Who is it? Stacey Clark!
Crowned America's next fitness star by Women's Health magazine, this wife and mother of 2 will now be able to share her message nationally.
Get fit, be fit, and stay fit for life. It's a lifestyle for me and my family. And I just want to be able to influence others to make the change.
Stacey is no stranger to motivating others. She and her husband run Tiger Fit Studio in Plymouth. For Stacey, fitness is her life, and she has no plans to slow down. In fact, as America's next fitness star, Stacey will now be featured in a DVD series for Women's Health and featured in the magazine. Her advice for those who don't have the time to exercise is to make time.
That is the first step. Just get going. Just get going and make it fun. It's got to be fun.
And as part of the fitness competition, Clark submitted a short video to the magazine back in January. She was named a top 5 finalist in the spring before being named the winner today in New York. And if she can't get you motivated, I don't know who can.
Congratulations to her.
Absolutely, big honor. Well, it's been one cool August, but just how cool, we'll show you coming up.
But first, an athletic Hopkins football team prepares for a new season. John Jacobson previews the Royals next in sports.
Well, great golf weather out there again today as some of the state's top women amateur golfers wrapped up play in the 54-hole Women's State Amateur. The trophy awaiting the winner of this 41-year-old tournament. Wayzata High School senior-to-be Sarah Burnham is a defending champion in the State Am. She won the State Open last week. Birdie try for Burnham on the par 4 second hole, just misses to the left. She does tap in for par and came into the day in 4th place. Now, check out her tee shot on the par 3 third hole. And this one almost spins back into the cup, resting not even a foot away from the hole. Sarah makes birdie on her way to a final day 4th place finish in the tournament. Anna Leor played her high school golf at Breck School in Golden Valley, now competes for the University of Minnesota, tapped in for birdie there. Cards a 3rd round score of 73 to finish 7 over par for the tournament. The final 2 groups were still on the course at this taping of 12 News. High school athletes in all sports are back out for practices for the fall season. That includes Osseo Volleyball, which returns a strong group this fall. Today was the final day of tryouts for 70 girls competing for spots on one of 5 of Osseo's high school-aged teams. The top 6 players are back for an Orioles varsity team that finished as runner-up to Blaine in Section 5-3A. That experience should help as the Orioles look for another strong season.
We just have fun together. We only lost Phyllis, which is kind of a big loss, but it's all right. We still have 6 of us left.
It's really exciting. We have 6 returners, and we were all starting in the section final game, so we know what it's like to be in that position, and we all have that one goal in mind to get to state, so we just want to work hard this year.
They played a little bit this summer together at the breakdown, and they did a team camp together, and it just seems like they have a good chemistry on the floor, which I hope to continue into the season.
Senior Megan Pekarik will play collegiately next year at Wisconsin Parkside, while Jackie Jones has verbally committed to MSU Mankato. The Orioles' first match is August 27th against Totino Grace. The Lake Conference is arguably the best in the state for high school football, and teams like Wayzata and Eden Prairie cast a long shadow. The Hopkins program is always stacked with good athletes, but the Royals need to find a way to consistently win conference games. Jason Melillo previews the Royals in the first of our prep training camp reports.
Since 2004, the Hopkins Royals are 26-11 against non-conference opponents, but 12-28 against teams in the Lake or Classic Lake Conference. But accepting mediocrity isn't something Coach John Den Hartog lets his team do.
We have to embrace that challenge, and I think the kids embrace it also. You know, we feel like our conference is probably one of the top, or if not the top one in the state, and we're playing the best teams in the state, and you know, we have to prepare for that and work hard for that. I think it's a good thing for our kids to do. You know, even our non-conference games are very tough this year. Chaska is a good program. Maple Grove and Apple Valley are all good programs. So we're going to have a tough schedule this year, but we're ready for that challenge.
The Royals will be a small team this fall, but fast and very athletic.
Everybody down the depth chart's athletic. They all contribute to the team. We're all versatile. We can all do many different skills. We bring different assets to the team. We're just all trying to bring it together as one right now to make it a good, power, strong team.
2 of Hopkins' top playmakers will be running back Shahid Hickman and wide receiver and defensive back Terrence Bowers. Hickman is the reigning state champion in the 100-meter dash, and Bowers won the state triple jump title last spring.
We have a really good skill position team. We are really athletic, and our players really work hard, so that's why I think we'll excel. And you have some really big hitters on our team.
If you play your cards right and you get your fast guys out in space, you know, and they can make people miss, you can have some big plays. And we have the guys with the ability to do that.
Other key returners include offensive lineman Zach Johnson and running back Harry Momo. At quarterback, 3 underclassmen are battling for the starting job. Jason Melillo, 12 Sports.
Here's a snapshot view of the Royals. Hopkins brings back 7 starters, 3 on offense, 4 on defense in John Den Hartog's 10th year as head coach. Their first game is at Chaska on August 23rd. And that's a look at sports.
All right, thanks a lot, John. We've heard few complaints about our cooler than normal August.
But it is expected to heat up, and we'll have some tips to save on the AC when that happens, coming up next.
Saving money on electricity has been easy so far this month.
Cooler than normal temperatures are giving homeowners a break on air conditioning bills, but that's expected to change. And in today's Money Savers, we have a look at how you can still save some money before the cooling season ends.
The fan is not moving.
It's been so cool, Steve Recker's air conditioner hasn't turned on much this month, and that's just the way he likes it.
You don't need air conditioning with those kinds of temperatures.
As a weather watcher in New Hope for the National Weather Service, Recker says the average temperature for the first half of August is 4 degrees below normal.
And if that were to continue, this month would go down as probably one of the coolest 10 or 15 months in the record that I have here.
And he has records going back to 1956. So it looks like we're saving money on electricity this summer without doing anything. XL Energy says they won't know until the cooling season is over in September if that's true. But watch out for the end of August when it's not unusual to see a spike.
Could very likely have a 90 in there. For sure some mid and upper 80s next week and possibly into the following week a little bit. And there could be some 90s. We've had 90s in early September before, so that could happen.
Here's a way to help keep your electric bill lower. XL Energy suggests something you may have forgotten about, a simple and inexpensive fan.
Whenever the temperature goes up, we sell a lot of fans.
You can run a fan for just pennies a month. Here's a comparison. Your central air conditioner will take 2,500 to 3,500 watts to run, where a box fan will run on 100 watts, about the same as an incandescent light bulb, and a ceiling fan can run on even less. Home Depot says replacing an old ceiling fan with an energy-efficient one will also save money, and they're not just for places like Florida or Arizona.
It'll take that dampness off your skin and give you that cool feeling if it's humid out. So, yeah, you know, if you're working in the garage or something like that, it's good to have the nice cool breeze blowing on you.
Brad there's an electrician at Home Depot and says that box fan runs for about 2 cents an hour, so that's not bad. And of course, if the humidity does come back in the next couple of weeks, that's when air conditioning really helps. But until then, enjoy the 70s and open the windows.
That's right. And maybe summer will hit in October, the way this year is going, right?
Anything could happen, I guess, right? That'll do it. That's it for now. Thanks for joining us, everyone.
Community Corner is coming up next.